just in case I forget I'm on 91. Oh, all right. Well, you know what? I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything else for you to be doing for the next 42 minutes, so it may look silly, but if you're like me, sometimes you need those constant reminders, and boy, oh boy, did they take constant reminders to heart. Hi there, everyone. It's me, Robin EmKay. Yes, that is my legal last name now. The executives told me that if I wanted to keep my job, I had to do something above and beyond the call of duty. And you know what? That's what I thought would work. It didn't. So, today we're looking at technology gore, which sounds like it's gonna hurt me in more ways than one. USB Wi-Fi adapter thrown away. I think I could see why it was thrown away. What the hell is that covered in? Did someone leave it in a coffee machine for a year and a half? Jeez. Ooh, man, 150 megabit. Okay, cool. Stuff like this always kind of blew me away as a kid. When I started to learn about Wi-Fi and the internet in general as a kid, I thought, how do you do that though? Is that actual magic? I could plug this thing into my computer and I can connect to the World Wide Web? I don't know. It still kind of blows my mind. Stuff is amazingly impressive to me. Also, hey, remember, don't throw your electronics away in the trash. Make sure you find a responsible way to get them recycled, okay? POS Realtek 8822CE just absolutely blasting Wi-Fi noise while laptops are asleep and jamming the channel. This one is definitely above my pay grade. I understand what you said, but the picture itself, that's not showing me much. I'm sure there's some serious techie heads here who are looking at this going, oh my god! It's just I'm not used to seeing it in this format, but I do know what you mean. That sucks. New unit of measure unlocked when doing currency conversion in brackets. 1 USD in CAD. Okay, wait a minute. So 1 USD is 0.7411250278 US dollars squared per inch? That certainly is a new unit of measurement. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be measuring, but hey, nonetheless, it's there, right? My cord Dad tells me to use instead of buying another because a $2 cord is too much. Okay, your dad needs to let that one go. That one's dangerous. That one looks very dangerous. And I feel like your dad knows that. There's a certain point when you gotta look at something, even if you're the type of guy that's like, no, this one works fine. I don't care if this one works fine. It really doesn't, and you should be able to know that just from this quick glance. Microsoft.NET Framework. Okay. I mean, I guess it is a frame. I don't think it's working, though. Argentinians are having a hard time, I see. Let's see. 1 Argentine peso equals, wow. I don't know if that's right. I feel like that's probably not very correct, but what do I know? Me dum-dum. 4,000 miles and the dash is already messed up. Wow. Yeah, 4,000 miles is quite literally, okay, not literally, but pretty much brand new. That's insane. At least you're probably still covered under that manufacturer warranty at that point, and you can go back and say, hey, are you guys freaking kidding me with this? That is insane. Hopefully you got that fixed for free. For free, because wow. Cars were fine 30 years ago in terms of like the tech in them, all right? The only thing we really ever asked for in cars was an aux jack, and nowadays we ask for Bluetooth integration. That's really it. When it comes to luxury features, that's it. And I'm not including like air conditioning and stuff in that, because at this point, air conditioning is not even a luxury. That should be a requirement on everything, okay? NVIDIA drivers for Linux are amazing, but are they? I feel like you're lying. Just a little bit. God. Whew, I totally respect people that run Linux on the daily, but I could never do it. I did try it on a laptop for a little while. It's fine. There's nothing like crazy awful about it. And it is getting more compatible with more stuff every single day. It's just not for me right now, all right? Bought my PC off Facebook Marketplace. Was wondering why it was running 86 degrees when playing Fallout 4. Well, oh, right. Wow, holy God. Well, at least you had the skills to pay them bills and get that shit opened and cleaned. This should be a reminder to us all. Seriously, at minimum, take that bitch out every 6 months and blast it with compressed air. At minimum, once every 6 months. Like, that's what I do. I think I clean out my PC a couple times a year. It's no big deal. I'm a dusty, crusty guy, so my room is dustier than it definitely should be. I always have an air purifier going, which helps a little bit, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Really get in there and clean that sucker out, and you won't have this sort of problem. Your graphics card isn't going to choke to death. Wow, that is really caked on there. Whew, I wonder how much dust was in that guy's home. God, it almost looks like sand on the beach. Ugh. Oh, man. They're all Microsoft Edge. Always has been. Damn, Microsoft Edge is everywhere. Oh my God. All right, anyway. Open devices and printers. All right, let's see. Can we eject the graphics card? Do not hit that button. I don't know what it's gonna do. It probably won't do anything, but man, it's like, it's a mystery. It's a mystery that we don't want to find out. We don't want to play this game, all right? Just back away, slowly. I think I summoned an entity. Well, that's okay. Now you have an excuse to get a newer, better computer. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. God, it's almost too perfectly corrupt looking. It does, oh, of course it's a big crack, but there's something like, it just, I just like the pattern, this weird, goofy, it almost looks like little trees, you know? And you summoned an entity by punching your computer. What did you do here? Is that an actual, like, full-on crack, or is this just a desktop wallpaper meant to fool us or something? So I somehow succeeded gigabit Ethernet with some random cables. Oh, that doesn't look very good. I mean, I'm sure it's working fine. Looks like it's working fine, but maybe not like that? I don't know. I don't even know what the hell is going on in that photo, dude. What are you doing? You gotta calm down. I think I drove a little too fast. Whoa, man, look. I get that driving on the Autobahn is fun. You know, that restriction gets lifted, but that's a little excessive. It's just a little too much, man. Just a little, maybe slow it down a bit. Someone's Chromebook caught on fire at my school. Dude, I cannot describe how much I hate Chromebooks. All of them. Yeah, even the nice ones. I hate them. They're stupid. And they are just e-waste. They're just e-waste. There's so little usefulness in a Chromebook. I get how they're great for, like, the school system, but as a kid, I don't know if you guys had this. I grew up in Washington. We had something called COWS, Computers on Wheels, which was just that giant cart full of gateway laptops. But they were actual laptops. Were they great? No, but they weren't Chromebooks. They were full-on laptops, and it was very nice. Okay? I mean, as a kid, they were all terrible computers, but what else can you really expect? Fixed the hinge. Did you? I mean, it does look like you did. How's closing that laptop? Is there a little bit of room so that these fat screws don't bust your monitor? So this is what happened when I tried to launch a game on my computer. Oh, you have crackhead mode on. Or LSD mode? Heroin mode? I don't know. Yeah, you might want to get that one checked out. Hey, and you know what? If you haven't yet, or you realize you haven't in a while, go check your drivers, all right? I think people forget about those a lot. And it's always worth giving them a quick update, provided, you know, it's the stable versions and whatnot. More like tech sales gore, but still, what on earth are they doing? Okay, hold on a second here. What am I looking at? Okay, so we have an old FX chip. Do not buy an FX chip, for the love of God. Although I guess for £8, it could be a little collector's item on a shelf, because that was an embarrassing time. Bad CPUs. FX 6300. Oh, I bet. AM3 Plus. Woo! Yeah, second-hand, and as a bonus, for some strange reason, you get a chunk of the motherboard it was installed in. That's great. Man, I remember my first CPU was an FX series chip, like a 8350 or something like that. Awful processor. Oh my God, it was terrible. I'm still rocking an AMD CPU right now, but oh my God, it feels like a real computer now, because it works. Didn't these cause a lawsuit that AMD had to pay out for? Brand new school HDMI cables. Right, brand new. Maybe a decade ago. Hey, what the hell? Oh, wait a minute. Was this the laptop from that one video? You know, the one where the dad is making a video talking to his daughter and then he shoots her laptop a bunch. You guys remember that? That was a weird time in the internet, wasn't it? Jeez. Right on through, baby. You executed that MacBook. Mysterious ice cream. Effects granted after consuming unknown. And it costs 50 question marks. Excuse me, IKEA, but you guys really need to chill. You've been raising prices like crazy, okay? Stop it. Just stop it, man. Wife works in the public sector and deals some of the worst IT support on a daily basis. But this completely sent me. Wait, are you saying that your wife deals out some of the worst IT support, or the people she is supporting are submitting like the worst tickets of all time? I think it's the latter, but let's see. Let's see. Hey, the screen froze and went all static and pixely. I had to just shut it down completely and it's giving me this screen to start, but it doesn't do anything when I hit F1. My suggestion is to shut the laptop off. Then, with the laptop closed, gently hit it against the desk or other hard surface. Try starting it again. If you get the same message, hit F5 to run diagnostics. What does it report? Oh, I see. So your wife... I don't know why I assumed that your wife was the IT person in this scenario. So I was wrong on that. I read that incorrectly. Your wife is dealing with the worst IT support ever. Gotcha. I'm dumb. My reading comprehension is off the charts today. Yeah, I have been told a couple of times in my life by an IT guy to just smack it and see what happens. Sometimes, boom, it will fix it. Hey, that's percussive maintenance, baby. But that's a little too far there. Remember, any component can emit light at least once. Yeah, if you use it wrong enough, you can certainly get anything to light up one time. And maybe it will cause other things to light up one more time? I can understand a 0 KB per second, but negative speed? Are they stealing my files? Huh, minus 42,000 bytes a second. That's a new one. That is a new one. You might want to turn your shit off and unplug it. When people buy this and wonder why they got no Wi-Fi. Oh, yeah, if you buy a Faraday cage in the hopes that it's not going to 5G up your brains or whatever the hell your reason is, you only have yourself to blame when you can no longer use your internet. Don't buy these. Just don't. Why would you do that? Ask the new guy to make sure the printer has paper. I don't believe it. Nope. I'm sorry. This one I won't believe. Why? Because there's no way. Look at this. There's no way, right? I absolutely refuse to believe that the guy shoved 2 unsealed reams of paper in there. No, man. My phone got wet and my husband tried to dry it in the oven. I guess I need a new one? A customer coming into my car phone warehouse in 2012. Okay. I've heard about throwing stuff in the oven to, I guess, reseal or reball or whatever the term is, solder for stuff like, oh, my launch day PS3 finally died, and you could probably get like, I don't know, a little bit, and I mean like a few more hours worth of time with it if you shove it in the oven at a certain temperature. But I've never heard of people trying to dry electronics in an oven. What's the trick? Isn't it put it in rice? And just, you have to wait a while, like days or something, but would have been better than this, because yeah, you baked it nice and crispy. It actually looks kind of yummy. Tried to remove the heatsink on HyperX DDR3 8GB stick. Why'd you do that? Why would you do that? Why'd you try to remove the heatsink? Why? Actually, no, genuinely, what would be the purpose of you removing the heatsink on there? I'm just kind of curious. I mean, I guess it's just not necessary to have it on there. You don't like how it looks, but I just feel like, screw it. I'm not looking at my computer's down below, okay? And I know that is a cardinal sin to have your PC on the ground, but it's not on the ground. It is on rollers and everything, and I do make sure that its area is dusted and well kept and everything. But I'm not looking into my computer. I know a lot of people like that, but I want my desk space for my desk space, man. I need to work. I need my I need room, okay? Think they need a new screen panel. What the hell happened here, though? What kind of damage is this? Is this like blunt force trauma? Sun damage? What the hell happened to this monitor? Also, hey, check it out. Up in the top left corner, the pixels advertising that new iPhone. Oh, man. Screen fell off one of our desk monitors. That's a new one. I've never seen one just fall off before, but hey, kinda neat. Screwed up. Oh, quite literally. All right. Badass, man. Seems like an excellent way to ship 16 terabyte drives internationally. Oh, they're all destroyed. 100%. If you just opened that from like an overseas shipment, you know they're done. I mean, duh, that was kind of the point of the title, but wow. I would be pissed. 16 terabyte hard drives. That's a lot of them, dude. Holy crap, that is a lot of them. And they're all destroyed. No, I'm not kidding. They're all broken as shit, guaranteed. This is how my friend mounted their TV. Well, looks like it's on a stud, I hope. I mean, I can't say it looks like it's on a stud. I can't see the stud, duh. But I would imagine that he mounted it to a stud on the board, and it seems okay to me. And hey, you know what? He probably saved himself $50 to $100 on even the cheapest wall mount. So hey, it's probably gonna stay. It's probably gonna be just fine, man. Please carefully examine the I understand. All right? Looks like I understand to me. Let's move on. For a while, I thought my USB-C port was being finicky. Looks like it wasn't just that. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll absolutely do it. You know, when your cable falls to pieces? Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us, my friend. Ticket. The Wi-Fi in the gym is slow after some maintenance. Ah, I see what they were doing here. They just wanted to make sure someone didn't steal it. But unfortunately, I think they used the wrong material here. I mean, what would the alternative be? A plastic cage? I mean, I don't know. It's silly. Choose an operating system. I'm gonna go with Windows 10 here. I'm just gonna go with that. It feels right. I think I did something wrong when delitting my Ryzen 5 3600. I think you did too. I can't pinpoint exactly where you went wrong, but yeah, I'm glad that you know. You may have fucked up here, but that's okay. That's okay, right? Oh man, let me tell you, I have been having non-stop tech gore myself my entire life. I seem to have problems that no one else has ever experienced. And I mean that. I mean that, man. No one else. And I guess that's just my luck. Just my luck.